Hi everyone, it's Nisha with Inspiring Beautiful Creations. I'm here today to share with you some items that I made for a swap that I'm in. I was actually in a swap with Yoli, and in the description box I will link her channel. She is on YouTube, and we were corresponding by email, and we decided to just do a little swap with each other because I had asked her to include something for me for an upcoming challenge that I have coming up on my channel. So stay tuned for that. And Yoli and I just decided to do a complete swap. So I'm showing you right now the paper collection or some of the items that I made for this swap. And I'm just going to get right into it and share with you everything that I made for her. And she would have already received these items by the time this video is aired to all of you. So first off, I'm going to share with you the paper pad that I use. This is a beautiful paper pad that came from Hobby Lobby. And Yoli is someone that I've noticed through her channel that she likes birds. She creates things with some swans. So when I saw this paper pad, I really thought of her, and I know that she likes the color pink. And she works with some pastels. So it was really intriguing for me to want to use that paper. And as you can see, this is one of the papers from the paper pad, and it has the swans on it and some floral roses and things of that nature. So this is the loaded envelope. I'm showing you everything individually, and then I'll show you in a picture in the end how I packaged everything and put everything together for her. But all I did was I created this folder, and I just put some all this is paper doilies cut in half, and I just kind of adhered this back with a little brad here. And I kept the envelope simple only because it has a very busy floral pattern to me, and I wanted that pattern to show out for her. I have here the word hello and some glitter paper, some paper bows with some bling. And here I have a die, a Crafter's Companion die that I use. And this is just a pearlized paper. And all of this is actually pearlized paper to kind of heighten it. And then this is what the back actually looks like as well too. I really wanted to highlight the paper since I know that she likes birds. In our swap, the things that we said that we were going to do was 2 cards. We were going to also do 2 tags and some other embellishments if we liked in those. So here's my first card that I created for her. And this again is a Crafter's Companion die. And I just put some pearls here just to highlight that. This particular die had a pattern where I could weave some of the paper. So I took it and just did some little strips of paper. And I just wove it through the die. And then I have some of the paper here, and then I cut another doily and just some sections, and I layered this and then put this on dimensional with a little hello, and then a nice satin ribbon that was kind of within the colors of this. Okay, and then I just took some patterns of another doily from Crafter's Companion, some dies, and just kind of put something in here, and I figured she could put her own sentiment in there. This card is another one of the papers from the actual paper pad, and again it has a swans on it, but it also has like the copper rose gold coloring on the swans. So I just layered this with some pink pearlized paper as well, and again cut this out with another die that I received and another die that I have, and I layered this die so it was a little bit more dimensional for her. And then I put some more of those tiny bows here and some bling in the center. But I really wanted to accent this paper, so I didn't do too much to this particular card. Okay, on the inside, I just put some more corner dies in here as well too, just to accentuate and have something for when they write on there. This particular card that I made for her will actually be the card that I put her letter in from me to her. But I just wanted to still go along with the paper collection, and I used up all of the paper that I had in this collection, and I used my corner dies yet again on here, and then on the inside I just used the opposite corner dies because this is a pearlized card. And then it has the gold, and it's also popped up on the dimensionals as well. So these are the cards. Now, the other thing that I created for her, because I have a lot of things to send her, was this tote bag. This tote bag is actually our daily bread. tote bag, and I liked it because it could actually hold these cards that I have for her and some of the embellishments that I made. So this would be a nice carrying case for some of those things that I've made for her. And again, I used that paper with the copper, and then I layered it with another copper piece. So sorry if there's kind of a glare on them. And then I just lined the handles, and I put some more bows and some bling on there. So I just did that tote bag. I created that for her. Okay, put those there. Next thing that I created for her was these embellishments. So everything in this swap for me now is going to be some sort of embellishment that she can use on other projects going forward. So I created these flower pieces here, and what I did was actually there were some recollection flowers that I purchased, and if I have a couple things around me, I'll show you. These are some of the recollection flowers that I purchased over the summer, and I thought they were a really pretty color. So what I did was I just layered them with a punch that I have, and this is a Fiskars punch, and this is that glitter paper. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. And then I just layered some of the flowers, and then I layered another part of the flower, and then I put another rose on the top. And I thought that these were cute in the nice pastel colors. Then, because again she loves birds, I have these little bird pieces. Actually, I'm not sure what they're called. Dimensional stickers, actually. This is by KC and Company, and sorry for the glare, but they were like little buttons to me, but they're not buttons, they're actually stickers, but they have all different pictures on here, and I picked out the ones that had the different bird patterns on it, and again, I layered it with those flowers, and I made a nice white bow, and this bow is actually from My Creative Time. This is the bow that I used to create this for, and then just backed it up on some paper for both. Here is another item that I created for her. What I did was I made a tag. Now everything that's going to be on a tag is removable, and then the reason why I decorated because I felt like then she could use this tag again for something else. So if she wanted to put a sentiment, you know, layer it with some other things, she can also use this as a presentation to give to someone else. So all the tags are going to have this particular, some sort of ribbon on it. This one, it was just a white with the silver because this is a glittery type of another doily punch, just cut into pieces, and then just made it a layered effect with some more of those flowers. And then I just did a leaf die punch here, and I just layered it. Now these are actually on clothespins. So each one has a coordinating clothespin that matches the color, but these are on some clothespins that she can just take off. And like I said, I just wanted it to be able to be used, and she can use these on any of her projects. And then they have a little glitter butterfly here as well too. Okay. The next thing I created was another tag. Now this particular tag, this is the punch, the actual, when I use the die cut, this is the part that comes out that I layered on here, and I just left it plain here so it showed the shadow. So I layered it with several pieces of paper, so it's pretty thick here. Okay, I cut another one of those doily pieces and then put it up here as just a, you know, just to cover up this particular ribbon here, which is a pink ribbon. And then I made some bows. So basically I just used my I used my Fiskars punch to make my little tiny bows out of the different paper that was in the pad. So this is the one with the rose gold swans on it. This one was the blue paper here. So I used up all my scraps to create things for her to be able to use to make these embellishments. And then these have the pearl centers, and these have a little copper bling center. And again, she could take these off, and then she can use this tag again, you know, to gift someone or later. The next tag that I created for her, which I still have to put some ribbon on the top of this one, is I created this because I made, again, using up the paper, I made two larger bows. Now this particular bow is the fun size of the My Creative Time bow, and I just layered it several times and then used the middle, the small bow backing tail part of it, and I just added it and then layered and layered and layered it. So as you can see, and then I used some more of that leaf pattern and just put a little butterfly right there. The next thing that I created for her was these mini tags. Okay, so what I did was I created, and I want to take the glare out, I created these tags for her that have the little bird cage, which is in gold, and this is a shiny glitter paper. I'm not sure if you can see that. Shiny glitter paper, and then it just has a nice Recollections flower here with those vine leaves curling up, and I gave her 2 tags made the same way. And then I made her a larger tag. Now, sorry for that glare. This is actually like a pearlized white background for my window. And I used that die, and then I cut out some more of those birds here. And these birds are actually from Crafter's Companion kits that I have. So this particular bird and that bird are from 2 different types of kits. And what I did was try to layer it. It's actually white glitter, but then I put a blue glitter paper behind it just to give it a little dimension on the birds. And then there's the light baby blue butterflies here, and then these are some more Recollections flowers. No, actually these are, I'm not exactly sure what flowers these are, but they came from my stash, and I just layered things up just to make a cute tag for her. Okay. The next one that I made was I made these little envelopes. Now I cut this out on one of those dies that I have that makes it look like it's a big stamp, and then these are the mini envelopes of a die that I have. Now what I did, instead of having the paper come out, I actually adhered the paper to the back, so it makes for a cute background in the back of the envelopes, and then she can make her own sentiments and then put little things in here that she wants to use once she creates this. But again, I was using up all the scraps from the paper pad that I used, and this is just a solid color, and I cut out the little swans from there, and then some of the floral arrangements, and again I made some bows. Now, I gave her an example of what I made with it, so I used this again, but what I did was took a die cut that I had and die cut the word hi, and I put it on both the envelopes, and again, they're here, but these are on clothespins. So they come right off of the tag as well, and she'll be able to use these, you know, on a journal or as an embellishment on something that she's creating for someone else, but this one highlights the swan, so I did that one. This is my first attempt at making a flag with the paper clip. So I wanted to use that paper yet again. So I did that, and I just layered up some of those flowers. I used some of that crinkle. So either look, I'm using the crinkle in different ways, and I use that just as a little accent. There was a little, this was actually part of a flower, and I kind of took it apart, and then I added the heart there, and there's some more of the doilies pattern back here, and this is another part of another die that I just kind of let it hang from the bottom, and this is what the back would look like. But it is a paper clip. What else I created for her were these little butterflies. I created these to do something with them, and it didn't work out the way that I planned, so you know how that goes. You can start creating something, but I didn't want them to go to waste, and I felt like she would be able to use them. So they are in, again, pastel colors, and what I did was I layered them so where they can be lifted, like as if they're floating, and I did all the different sizes, different colors. And I thought she could have fun with these on some of her projects. Then the rest of the pieces that were left over were the smaller ones and some tiny ones, and I put those in the box as well, so she can go ahead and utilize those in any of her particular projects that she may have coming up. Well, I hope that Yoli likes this when she receives this package. I had fun creating this for her. I really appreciate her swapping with me. I had a lot of fun. And I'm glad to be able to ship these things out to her. And I was glad to be able to share these things with all of you. So I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your continued support, your lovely comments, and continuing to inspiring me to want to create for you all. Thanks again, and have a wonderful day. Bye. And check our description box below. Thank you. Bye-bye.